I want y'all, especially the young guys, I want y'all to please, please, please listen to what he about to say about the incarceration of black men or just black people in America. And the reason why I'm saying listen very close is because I done heard this not one time, not two times, not three, so many times, bruh. So pay attention.
Because 1 in every 3 will go or be on some form of community supervision in their lifetime. Not maybe, not but, will go. It's already set up and designed. Why? That's what take your rights as a human.
That's in the black community.
1 in every 3. 1 in every 8 in the Mexican community. 1 in every 16 in the white community. So if you look around the room, who all been in prison? Most of them gonna raise our hand. Who all been on probation?
Let's see.
Probation or jail?
I'm on. Yeah.
Shit, nigga, got way more than 1 in 3. So when you look at the school to prison pipeline, nigga, over 50% of our kids are not being arrested on the street. They being referred from school.
Now that right there is a very strong point because what people don't know, and I think he gonna say it next. If he ain't said it in this interview, he said it in another interview. Or if it wasn't him that said it, it was somebody that said it. But once your kid is in that school, the school basically own your child. They no longer your child at that point. They could do whatever they want with your child at that point. As far as the fact that, think about it, if a school shooting go on or anything like that, they won't even let you sign your kid out of school at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? So think about stuff like that. Like once that child is in that school, they got control of your child. Another good example, they send who they send to the school to see about your child. Child protective services. If you ever get child protective services sent on you, just know when your child go to school, that's where they go talk to them at. They not gonna try to come to your house. They might try to come to the house the first time or the second time maybe. But after that, they go into that school because they know they'll be able to go straight in that school and talk to your child about whatever they want to talk to them about. So hopefully your child ain't the one, you know what I'm saying, that's just go tell it all if you got stuff going on that shouldn't be going on because that's where they go get them at the school. And one thing about it, you better believe it's happening.
Yeah.
They being referred from school. They sliding up on mama and say, I think that boy needs some medication. Bring him in for an R meet. We're gonna increase your check, your benefit. She get him on that dope.
Oh, she ain't finna turn the money now.
She get him on that dope. She can't turn it down. They go coerce her.
In other words, the government go finesse her without even have to really, really try for real. Simple as saying, oh, if you don't do this, we gonna stop giving you this. Or for instance, if you want certain type of benefits or whatever, welfare, I guess, I don't know. Gotta cut that man off. He can't be around. We don't want him around. Or, you gotta put your son on this ADHD medicine and we gonna give you a check for it. There's all kind of things they do, man. Believe it or not. And then ADHD and ADD, that ain't even real for real. That's just something they literally made up to put kids on medicine for real. It's really awareness. ADHD and ADD is just awareness. You know what I'm saying? You overly aware. And of course, that's not what they want. They don't want you overly aware. They want you unaware. Yeah.
Or they go threaten to 6 CPS on them. Take other benefits. They go coerce her because she ain't got no man. Say, man, fuck them wife. She going along to get along. She's always been the tool. Take the man away from the household, get her by herself. She's going to raise him and train him to be weak, subservient.
In so many ways, she teaching them how to be submissive because she teaching them how to listen to authority, abide by authority, and do what other people tell him to do, whether that's authority or not. If they seem like authority, he gonna listen. If they seem like they can overpower him or tell him what to do or some type of like power over him, he gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna either turn into one or two things. He gonna be a sissy, or he gonna probably be one of those gangsters that was gangster because he just following the crowd. And then the other chance is he just become an ultimate like just terrorist type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like just mad at the world, hate everybody and everything, especially women. So there's only so much that lady can do, that woman could do by herself, and they know that. So it's better to get her away from the man, the one that's gonna teach, you know, discipline, obedience, but yet also how to stand up and be a leader and not follow everybody. Dig?
In docile. So they don't kill him or put him in jail. She'd rather him be gay and a punk than to be stand up and buck white folks. She'd rather him walk in the shoe than talk back to white folks.
I don't know if she already necessarily rather that, but I can say that he right about that to a certain extent about the not standing up to white folks thing. There's some of them like that for real. You know what I'm saying? They're just they don't like it. But it's like you ain't doing it, don't mean I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen it for myself though. The ones that just don't do that. What you mean don't do that? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the things he said. I think he very accurate. Maybe not all 10 out of 10, everybody doing what he's saying, but it's a good 8 to 9 out of 10. You feel me?
And before I go, I just want to remind you about my book, Lovely Ladies. She Was a Fairy. It is part one to my 3-part series, Lovely Ladies. She Was a Fairy will be discussing the different types of fairies. You want to know what a fairy is? Simply a hoe, man. So if you want to find out what all different types of hoes of the world, She Was a Fairy will give you all the details on what type of hoe you could be running into, what type of hoe you could be with already, all that good stuff. If you want to be educated on hoes, She Was a Fairy, Lovely Ladies, She Was a Fairy is the book you need to get. Educate yourself, because there's a lot of fairies out here. But you know we love them hoes. Peace out.